Department of Foreign Affairs sa kanyang pagpakilala, Secretary Ricky Manalo. Please take your seats. And let me say what I have waited very long time to say. Aloha. Alam niyo po, I'm sure that they have told you, we have just come from San Francisco in Los Angeles, San Francisco. We attended the APEC conference at yung mga lahat ng bansa na nakapaligid sa Pacific Ocean and in Asia were there, and it was very important for us to be there. But on the way back, I was told, they said, we can fly directly from San Francisco to Manila. And I said, but Honolulu is in, Hawaii is in the way, on the way. So I said, we have to go down, we have to land in Hawaii. I have to say hello to all our friends in Hawaii, because Honolulu, Hawaii, holds the Filipinos and the Filipino Americans in Hawaii hold a very special place in my heart as for all the wonderful experiences that we had here with our Filipino compatriots. That's why, generally speaking, when I come up to speak, I start by introducing our delegation that are here with me. But since this is a special place and it has holds special memories, I will turn it around a little bit. I want to introduce you to them. These are the people that kept us alive for 6 years. We landed here in Honolulu with nothing. My family was flown from Malacanang Palace to Hicam Air Force Base. And when we finally moved to Makiki Heights, kayong lahat, nakikita ko kayo, nandun kayong lahat. I know they were always there. We had nothing with us. They kept everything to inspect everything. These are the people who kept body and soul together of the Marcos family. When I tell this story, people do not quite believe me. But I tell them, you do not realize how close we became and how kind and how generous the people, the Filipinos, Americans in Hawaii were. PSC, mga PSC, dating PSC. Oh, kita mo? These are your predecessors. Ito yung mga dating presidential security. Hindi, ito mga naiwan na dito. Ito yung mga sumama sa amin. At they already found that. Pati po yung nag-entertain sa atin, si Florante. Matagal siya nandito. Lagi kami magkasama ni Florante nung nandito kami. And as I was saying, when I tell this story, people do not believe it. They do not quite believe it. But we landed here with nothing. Even ultimo yung damit namin, silang nagbigay. Silang nagpapakain sa amin. Pati yung mga appliance doon sa Makiki, silang nagdadala. At pagka kami nalulungkot, sila ang nagpapasaya sa amin. Kung hindi sa inyo, palagay ko, wala na yung pamilyang Marcos, kaya hindi ko makakalimutan. On behalf of my entire family, wala na yung aking ama. But when my mother found out that I was coming to Honolulu, he said, you make sure that you go back to all of those people who went out of their way to keep us comfortable, to keep us alive, literally alive. And that is something that I will carry in my heart, that the Marcos family will carry in our heart. We tell our children about this and how wonderful you all were to us in the time that we were here. We could not have survived that very difficult period if not for you. And that's why it was when I was in San Francisco, I insisted we must pass by Hawaii, because even if I thank you every day for 1,000 years, it is not enough for all of the things that you did for us. Naalala ko tuloy yung mga ano sa Makiki, kung ano yung mga ginagawa. These are the leaders of the Filipino community. Yung iba wala na. Si Manong Joe wala na. Wala na, tumanda na tayo lahat, Manong. Naka-wheelchair na. But without you, siyang nauuna. Siya talaga. Ang sabi sa akin, when I first arrived here, kausap ko si Uncle Coco, your father. And I said, bakit nandyan yung Jolaso? Sino ba yan? Sabi niya, nako, kung hindi lang pangalan mo Marcos, mas loyalista pa sa Marcos yan kaysa sa'yo. At yan ang mga tumutulong sa amin. These are the people who really that we as a family, we as individuals, owe a debt of gratitude that we will never ever be able to pay. But now it's time to go back and introduce to you ang ating mga kasama dito sa delegasyon natin. Kasama po natin ang Speaker ng House of Representatives, Speaker Martin Romualdez. Andito rin po ang ating kalihim ng Department of Trade and Industry, Trade and Industry Secretary Fred Pascual. Kasama din po natin, at dahil meron tayong kaunting ugnayan dito sa militar ng US, habang kami nandito, kaya't nandito po ang NS chairman natin, Chairman Ed, where is Ed Anyo? Is here. Kasama din natin ang isang kilala ninyo, isang deputy speaker ng House of Representatives na tumutulong din sa atin dahil siya ay naging expert sa mga economic issues, at kaya napakahalaga dahil na kasama siya, dahil yun ang aming pinag-usapan dun sa APEC. Ang ating Deputy Speaker at Congressman Ralph Recto, who is sometimes referred to as Mr. Vilma Santos. Well, we heard from the Philippine Ambassador to the United States, Ambassador Babes Romualdez. Andito rin ang ating very important new department in the Philippine government, especially for the OFWs, for Filipinos who are living and working abroad. Ang ating pinakabagong departamento, ang Department of Migrant Workers, at kasama po natin si Undersecretary Patricia Yvonne Kaunan. Yan, pagka nagkakaproblema, kaya't gumawa na po tayo ng isang department para lang sa mga OFW dahil sa napakahalaga, the importance that we put to what the contributions are of our countrymen to the Philippines. Because many times we think that the OFWs are only here to work for their families, to help their families. Well, that is true. And maybe that is one of the original motivations. But in the process of you helping your families, you also help your communities. And that is why we created the Department of Migrant Workers, so that we can be sure na lahat ng inyong pangangailangan, pagka kayo ay lahat ng maitutulong ng pamahalaan Pilipino ay ating gagawin, dahil napakahalaga ang inyong kontribusyon sa ating bansa. Kasama din natin dito is the Armed Forces Chief of Staff, Chief of Staff General Romy Browner Jr. And ito, hindi na kailangan ipakilala dahil kasama ninyo lagi our Consul General to Hawaii, Emil Fernandez. At hindi ko makukumpleto ang aking pagpakilala kung hindi ko naman ipakilala ang aking may bahay, our First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos. All the fellow workers that are with us, my fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, naimbag na rabi, amin, good evening po sa inyong lahat. So thank you once again for the very enthusiastic welcome. The First Lady and I and the esteemed members of my delegation are delighted to be back here in the Hawaii, in these islands, which many describe as a paradise. After my attendance of the APEC leaders meeting in San Francisco earlier this week, I made sure, as I said, I made sure that we come to Hawaii so that I could spend a little time reminiscing with all our friends here and perhaps go around and look at the places where we used to spend time in the time that we were here. And many of you, we have all noted, many of you are also from, beforehand started as all from the north, mga Ilocano. Nagaduti Ilocano dito eh. So, and that is why we have made it a point to come. Also, we have, I wanted to come because we have been watching in the Philippines. Pinapanood namin ang mga pangyayari sa Maui at kawawa naman ang ating mga Pilipino na naging casualty. And so before I proceed, let us share a moment of silence as we remember those who perished in the devastating wildfires in Maui last August.